Decision control structure. Children, you might have come across a situation where your parents have stated, if you do well in your exams, you will be rewarded with something precious. By stating this, they are specifying a condition for a certain action. Similarly, conditional execution of the statements can be implemented through a programming language also. This helps in controlling the flow of a program and guiding the computer to make decisions on the specified criteria. In this chapter, you will learn about the various control structure available in Java, which helps specifying the order in which the instructions in a program must be executed. The control structure helps computer in making decisions, performing tasks repeatedly, jumping from one section of code to another. There are three types of control structure available in Java, which are selection control structure, looping control structure, jumping control structure. Selection control structure. Normally, a computer executes the statements in the order they have been written, as shown in the picture. What if we want to change the flow of execution? For example, ask computer to execute statement B only if the statement A is true, otherwise statement C should be executed. For this type of situation, we need selection control structure. With the help of these constructs, the sequential flow of program can be changed based upon a conditional expression which yields a logical value, either true or false. This conditional expression consists of relational and logical operators. Java has the following types of selection control constructs: if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, switch case statement. If statement. This is the basic selection control structure which decides whether a certain statement or block of statements will be executed or not. In this given syntax, the computer first evaluates the Boolean expression. If the value comes out to be true, the computer executes the set of statements that is placed inside the if statement, whereas if the value comes out to be false, the computer skips that statement. If else statement. The if statement executes a certain set of statements if the test expression evaluates to true. However, if the test expression evaluates to false, it does nothing. To handle this, an else block is used with the if statement. The set of statements placed inside the body of else block are executed if the test expression evaluates to false. This is known as the if-else statement. Let us understand the concept of the if-else control structure with the help of these programs. If-else if statement. In this type of if statement, a chain of if statements is specified. That is why it is also known as if-else if ladder. The if statements are evaluated in order until one of the if expressions is true. When the test condition evaluates to true, the set of statements inside the if block is executed and the program control shifts outside the if-else if ladder. That means rest of the ladder is bypassed. If all the test expressions evaluate to false, the set of statements inside the else is executed. Switch case statement. The switch case statement is a sort of shorthand mechanism for if-else if ladder. It allows you to test the value of an expression and based on that value, jump directly to some position within the switch statement. The positions that you can jump to are marked with case labels. The value of the switch expression is compared with each case label, and when the value matches, the associated set of statements gets executed. In if-else if ladder, when none of the if expressions evaluates to true, the statements in the last else block get executed. Likewise, in a switch statement, when none of the case matches with the switch expression, the statements written in the default case get executed. Looping control structure. Looping control structure is an important element of a programming language. Loops help in executing a particular task or pieces of tasks several times until a specific condition is met. Loops are mostly used to automate repetitive tasks. Some real-world examples of loop are listening to a favorite music track on a repeat mode. It is a loop. You might have seen some business promoting slides continuously repeating at some company's inaugural day. It is also a loop. ATM machine processes transaction after transaction until the user acknowledges that he or she has nothing more to do. Java provides the following looping constructs to its users: for loop, while loop, do while loop. For loop. The for loop repeats a statement or block of statements some definite number of times until a condition is matched. Syntax. The initialization is an expression that initializes the loop. It contains a variable called a control variable with some initial value that is defined by the programmer. It is executed only once at the beginning when the loop begins. The test expression, a Boolean expression, is evaluated in every loop, and if it evaluates to false, the loop is terminated. The increment or decrement expression is executed after each iteration through the loop. It increases or decreases the value of the control variable unless the condition becomes false. While loop. The while loop repeats a statement or a set of statements as long as a particular condition evaluates to true. The test expression is a Boolean expression. If it returns true, the while loop executes the statements specified inside the loop and then tests the condition again, repeating until the condition is false. Do while loop. The do while loop is just like a while loop, except that it, do while loop, executes a given statement or set of statements until a condition is false. The main difference between these two types of loops is that while loop tests the condition before looping while, whereas do while loop runs the statements specified inside the body of the loop at least once before testing the condition. The statements placed inside the loop are executed with each iteration. The test expression is a Boolean expression. If it returns true, the loop runs again, and if it returns false, the loop exits. As can be seen in the syntax, the test expression is checked at the end of the loop instead of at the beginning. That is why the statements inside the loop are executed at least once even if the condition is false.